go somewhere far away. I wanna go where they don't know my name. Get out of town, 'cause I can't take no more.
This 200 miler is the biggest challenge that I've ever taken on physically, mentally, and I'm just excited to see how deep I can go. Unreasonable East, I think, is more than just a 200-mile ultra. It's a test of your mental limits, of your physical strength and everything that you have. And it's unreasonable. Like, it's literally unreasonable. So I'm excited to tackle what is going to be a huge challenge in so many different ways.
Mobile phone with that number, whistle.
My mate John, he's going to be our crew chief and driving the car and looking after me. He's really looking forward to all the foot care and blisters. And
John! No!
I need more Vaseline.
I didn't sign up for that part.
We're going to go and check in for Unreasonable East and get this whole party started, I guess. This will be my first 200 miler. I've run 240 kilometres, 100 kilometres, 60 kilometre ultras and plenty of training, but never anything like this.
First one, yeah?
Yes.
Just be prepared to throw that plan out the window and just keep moving forward. This is not a normal race. This is normal.
Yeah.
Going all right? Feeling all good?
I was until just then.
Yeah.
No, everything's
That'll
fine.
pass,
Yeah. I think it's starting to hit home exactly what we're doing tomorrow. You know, 200 miles or a few days running is a long way, so we're more than dipping our toe in the water now. Now the Vaseline on the important parts. Look away now.
Good morning.
I'm fortunate with Unreasonable East. I have two of the athletes I coach racing, Kevin and Luke. In many ways, they're sources of inspiration. We've been tackling this together. For all three of us, first time out there and doing this together, we all just want the best for each other.
Go runners, into the starting crowd, please.
Probably the biggest thing that I'll draw upon out there is my girls. The more of these endurance sport events I do, the more I think about them out there, and so I can make them proud and show them that anything really is possible.
Okay, so guys, last night in briefing when we talked about the spot tracker having two buttons. So we've got the SOS button.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good luck, Daddy! Woo!
For this checkpoint, he's planning to be in at 1:30, planning to stay for 5 minutes and just be out in 5. He did send me a message and told me to add some ice into his bladder because I believe he's feeling the heat. So. Gotta go get your bladder. I'll be back. grab what you want. I'll be back.
Yeah, the beach was hot, windy, and just glad to get that over with. Wasn't very pleasant. But then just getting that first section done, and then the first climb done, get into a rhythm, and now feeling much better. So just took some time to warm up and get going. But good to go now. That's it.
Really good in and out, well ahead of the time of the tracker. So he was literally in the aid station for 2 minutes. Came in at 12:55, left 12:57. So I'll try and get his gear ready for the next for Weatherby, and we'll go for a drive and go there.
We missed him.
That's all right. Next checkpoint.
I might follow you.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
I'll have a trail.
Alright.
Unfortunately, she just missed Josh, but she's going to head to the next checkpoint.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. I hope he's not too disappointed. Yeah. He's
Please.
going too fast
Yeah.
for the tracker. Like, it was like half an hour faster than his time.
I need to check in first.
Yep.
He ran too fast.
If I miss him on one of those, I'm really worried because, yeah, that's something he's relying on to get through the race. So. He wants Coke at the next aid station too, and a Vegemite wrap to take with him. He needs some savoury food.
How you going?
7.
Did you get any of the messages that I sent?
I did.
Okay, cool.
I just actually finished the ice water, but I just started the pot then, so it's just going to take a little bit to fire up. So.
Yeah, alright. I'll do some other stuff. I'll grab some chips and Coke as well.
Yeah, let me get that.
When I first took off there, and I think reality started to hit because that was the longest section so far, the 24 Ks, and through that section I started to feel a bit nauseous because of all the sweet food. That was maybe a bit nerve-wracking, but
Any new endurance sport event like this, any new distance, the number one objective always has to be finishing. It's such a complex beast with nutrition and clothing and the logistics. For an event like this, it's mammoth. Like, who knows what will happen out there. So in the end, finishing is the number one goal. But
I just saw Ben come in, so I've decided it's time to go.
I'm highly competitive.
I'm out of here.
See you.
Thank you. See you, mate.
I know what I'm capable of, and I know that the training I have done has me in a really good position. So winning this event is part of the objectives.
We're going to Coranda to go to the sleep station, but Josh has 2 checkpoints. So he'll end up going through to Armstrong, Flaggy Creek, and then on to Coranda Sleep Station. He's got 30 minutes planned for Coranda Sleep Station, so he might have a small nap, but I think it's more to cook breakfast and get him going again. So we'll head there and probably wake up around 2 in the morning, and hopefully he rocks up around 3, because he's about an hour ahead of schedule at the moment. So yeah.
I'm very glad to be here.
It'd be nice view in the daylight.
Yeah, I got to see nothing.
Yeah, it serves you bloody right.
Yes.
Look at this.
Oh, look at this. First I'm just going to change all my clothes. Then I'll eat. 250. Oh shit. And then I'm going to actually try and get 10-15 minutes while I'm here. That section was so far mentally the hardest. So I had targets in my head of the time I wanted to get to the next aid station, and the whole time I was doing the maths in my head while I was watching the kilometres tick over and how fast I was running and walking and just working it out. I'm not feeling tired. It's just like body is sore, which, you know, is expected. Things are slowing down a little bit. Just thinking that it might do me good just to get 10 to 15 minutes now. Helps that I've changed clothes though and they're dry. But I think my biggest problem is going to be chafe. It's pretty bad already. Yeah. I should have changed shorts and put some more stuff on at Quade Road. It's time for try and get to sleep now, I think. So that coffee's still there. I'm going to drink that after. Everything else is good to go. What's the time? 3:40?
3:44.
So when I leave by 4, so if you wake me at 3:55.
Okay.
Oh. Like an old man. Yeah, it's going to take me a little while to get going again. The track through Stony Creek down into Cairns is really technical, so I need to be really on top of things when I get to there, because it could very easily trip and fall and gets a bit slippery.
Your watch only has 40-odd%.
Okay, well that'll get us through. We'll just have to keep charging it every time. But I just want to get going now. I'm good. Oh, sorry. These aid stations are getting slower, hey? I'm out of here, guys.
Yeah, mate. Get it done.
Cheers.
4:03.
phone. John? I don't have my phone. Thank you. I've seen that though. Before. Just triple check on the way out. Make sure of it.
Come down, calling your answer. I said, come down, calling your answer. Learn how, learn how to let it go. You better learn how, learn how to let it go.
Came in. 782. Let's go 782.
Every step, whether it's running or walking, is another step towards the next aid station. So that's all I'm worrying about at the moment. Alright.
Fine.
Yeah, I'll do that. You get your watch if you don't have it already. Got your watch.
Watch is on.
Yeah, as long as it's not a reaction or something.
Checking out. Work, Josh.
Josh doesn't show much stress on the outside. He always seems really, really calm. It does take a kind of person to be able to deal with that kind of pain.
Get your phone. Give me your watch.
I might need my phone. I'm going to call Sloane.
Yes, you want.
My head is not in a good space, so my mind is in a spiral, so I want to talk to you, and then John's going to run this next section with me.
In his really low moments where he's in a lot of pain, he knows that he can get through that. Part of his strategy is seeing forward and knowing that in 10K's time or in an hour's time, he will feel better. He's not going to feel like this the whole time.
Getting ready to run with Josh. Just want someone to run with him for the next stage. Just help him out a bit. 9:45. 9:45.
Down to just me. So Josh needed a bit of company, was sick of running on his own. So he's asked Jonathan, our crew chief, to go for a run with him, take him on the scenic route out to Davies Creek, which leaves me as the solo crew member.
In preparing for an event like this, the crew is so important, to have people that you can trust.
He has put on his list that he wants to do a sock and shoe change to just make sure I've got socks, possibly even shorts if he's going to have a sleep. You probably want to have fresh clothes on for that.
It's such an incredible team. They're going to have my back, and they're going to make sure that we get to that finish line no matter what.
Made it. Oh my goodness. I shouldn't get emotional because he's the one that should be tired and emotional. I don't know. I could just tell that he was hurting and tired.
I don't know what I'm going to feel like 40, 50 hours in, 200, 300 kilometres in. I don't know what's going to motivate me at that point. And I'm pretty fortunate that my friends are involved in endurance sport and they get it. And in choosing them, it was about choosing people that I connect with, that I can spend hours out there running with, but who I also know can just tell me how it is.
Time to wake up. Josh,
Yeah, get through this next section. That's all it is at the moment, just aid station to aid station, step forward.
Well done, mate.
Thank you. Feeling much better now.
So it might be more like 4 hours this section.
I got your shower stuff out if you wanted to have a shower before bed. No. Do you want to eat after bed?
I think I just need to go to bed.
Give me your watch, give me your phone, and go to bed. And give me your pad.
It's a good choice, He'll catch up later. Where shall we put you here? Then take your shoes off. Take this off. Can I do it? Oh.
An hour, Josh? I'll wake you up when I feel you need it.
How much sleep's he had?
An hour.
Sleep is a huge motivating factor. Just need a bit of it. So, sleep delirium really is a thing.
Looking at his face when he walked in, I knew that he was, to put it politely, hating life. The fact that he had this, I think he was freezing and tired, and let's get warm and have a sleep, and then that eliminates the two big problems that he's having. I think if you asked any one of the athletes that Josh coaches if they would help him in any way, every single one of them would say yes, because Josh will forego his training to make sure that he's there to support you, show up with his kids at 6 o'clock in the morning and make sure that he's there for the start of your race. If you do a 3-day race, he was there every single day. He was volunteering day 1, day 2, he said he wasn't going to come day 3, and then I show up at the finish line and Josh was there. So yeah, I don't feel obliged to be here, but I wouldn't be anywhere else.
swap in one of those.
I'll put one of those in and I'll charge this one. So you still got one
So much
spare.
better. Ready to run another 100 Ks.
Still time consuming, but nothing compared to 9 hands still. Hey! Woo, look at us, we're actually running. Yeah. I thought he might be further ahead, but that's great.
It's getting pretty excited because we're at the business end of this race now.
When we left Varch Creek, I think he was about 20-30 minutes ahead.
There was a lot of strategy talk out there when we realised he was feeling all right. We said, remember, don't worry about this finishing business, you're here to win this.
I believe I'm capable of winning this, and that's what we're here to do. We're just going to leave it all out there.
When Josh put his plan together, he allocated me as the last pacer. I was quite just happy that he asked me to do that. It was quite nice. That last 15 Ks will be pretty raw. Everything will be sore, everything will be drained. It'll be quite an important 15 Ks and it'll be, special to share that with him. This is the last aid station. He probably can't believe he's here, so he'll be pretty ready to finish.
His focus and determination just to keep plodding is unreal. I've never seen anything like it.
Sean, if you're watching this is now 322 kilometres, which, if my maths is correct, is 200 miles, and now you're making us do another 15. Stitch this up.
We'll be here for us, so
So stupid.
The number one objective of Unreasonable, my first 200 mile, was to finish it. Number two objective was to win the race, and we did everything we could to win that race. I was stoked to finish, and then stoked to come second in the end. Ben Nichols, who beat me, is a quality ultra runner. He's done a lot of this sort of stuff. And when he finished, apparently he was still looking over his shoulder, worried about where I would be. So to be able to push him as hard as he could go was great. And then I pushed myself as hard as I could go. There was nothing more I could have done to catch him. So I have to be happy with the performance I had, and coming second, if that's what that means, then so be it. It's a great result, and I'm really happy with it. Thank you to everyone. Like, I don't want to name too many people because I'll miss people, because there's been so many people on this journey, from when I was a kid playing sports to my time in triathlon and Ironman, and now into ultra running, and all the people that have been there for that journey, and people that were there for the 200 miles specifically, and then just a big thank you, because without everyone else and all those people along the way, I don't end up here where I am now.
I wanna go somewhere far away. I wanna go where they don't know my name. Get out of town, 'cause I can't take no more. In this old town, it's got nothing left for me. All I've got are these broken memories. This new road, I finally broken free. I'm getting restless, waiting for my day to go. I've been talking about leaving for way too long. To do is pack up a bag and run. I'm getting restless.
It was ridiculous, it was inspiring. I never want to do one again, but I can't wait to do another one again. It was just mind-blowing.